Argentina pressing up. Molina out wide there for Corimberto Ballas. Ballas staying in the middle, and Argentina get a goal. Is it allowed? It is. They're over the moon because Argentina can now breathe a huge sigh.
Chào mừng quý vị khán giả theo dõi kênh Sao Thể Thao, và chúng ta cùng quay trở lại với Trung Quốc và để chứng kiến trận đấu bóng ném nữ bãi biển giữa đội tuyển bóng ném nữ Việt Nam và Argentina. Và đây là trận đấu đầu tiên của đội tuyển bóng ném nữ Việt Nam. Đội tuyển bóng ném nữ Việt Nam có được thành tích này sau khi đã về đích tại giải vô địch bãi biển thế giới năm 2024 diễn ra từ tháng 6 năm ngoái, cũng tại Trung Quốc, và bằng chiến thắng cuối cùng khi mà đạt hạng 9. Ở giải đấu đó thì đội bóng ném nữ Việt Nam đã đăng ký các tuyển thủ như là Nguyễn Thị Nhung, Nguyễn Thị Linh Phụng, Hà Thị Hạnh, Phạm Thị Mỹ Hằng, Ánh Tuyết, Vân Anh, Mai Thị Trang, Nguyễn Trà My, Trần Hải Yến và Đỗ Thị Như Quỳnh. Đây đều là những cái tên sáng giá của bóng ném nữ Việt Nam trong nhiều năm vừa qua. Trong ngày thi đấu cuối cùng thời điểm đó thì đội tuyển bóng ném nữ Việt Nam đã gặp Hy Lạp và đã giành chiến thắng với tỷ số là 2-1, và theo tỷ số là 30-28, 24-32 và 8-6. Đó là những cái thông tin mà mình có được khi mà tìm hiểu về cái môn bóng ném lần này. Và như vậy là với vị trí hạng 9 thì bóng ném nữ đã giành được quyền tham dự Đại hội Thể thao Thế giới của Game. Và chính là cái sự kiện mà chúng ta đang chuẩn bị xem đây. Họ sẽ gặp các cầu thủ Argentina. Chắc chắn là cũng sẽ phải dè chừng. Chúng ta cùng chờ xem các cô gái bước ra sân ở môn bóng ném. Đây là danh sách Nguyễn Thị Nhung, có Lương Ngọc Trinh luôn nè, Nguyễn Thị Linh Phụng, rồi rất nhiều cái tên. Tôi biết mỗi Lương Ngọc Trinh thôi, bạn này ở trong thành phố Hồ Chí Minh, rất xinh đẹp. Mọi người có thể kiếm trên Google để biết được về cái nhan sắc của Lương Ngọc Trinh.
Back-to-back, a total of 8 matches. The women's semi-finals, we're getting underway with Argentina, Vietnam. We will also have Spain against Portugal, Germany against China, and
và đây là trận đấu với Argentina. Ui giời, nhìn Argentina kìa. Quê của Messi mà sôi động thế. Ở World Game thì chúng ta mới đang trong những cái quãng giữa của World Game. Ngày hôm qua thì Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất cũng đã để thua trước Roland của Pháp và đã xếp hạng 4, không có huy chương. Rất đáng tiếc. Duy Nhất đã thua 2 trận liên tiếp trong sự nghiệp, và hình như nếu như nhớ không lầm thì cũng là lần đầu tiên trong sự nghiệp Nguyễn Trần Duy Nhất đã để thua 2 trận liên tiếp. Chúng ta còn một vài hạng nội dung thi đấu nữa, bao gồm là chúng ta còn của ủ su, Đỗ Huy Hoàng, môn ủ su. Thúy Vi hôm vừa rồi cũng bị không biết sao, nhưng mà thấy trong danh sách ban tổ chức thì đánh là phạm quy. Thì mình không biết là bạn ấy bị phạm quy cái gì. Ok, chúng ta cùng đến với trận đấu này. Mình không có chuyên môn, nên ra mình sẽ để im. Những bạn yêu bóng ném sẽ tự xem, còn lại thì mình sẽ để im. Cảm ơn mọi người đã dành thời gian theo dõi kênh Sao Thể Thao. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại.
The court is 27 meters in length, it's 12 meters wide, and when goals are scored, play resumes immediately. So it's fast-paced, end-to-end stuff. And no players apart from the goalkeeper are allowed inside the goalie area, which is marked by that blue 6-meter line. And if you do jump in there, you have to release the ball for a shot before your feet hit the ground. And spinning around before you release the ball guarantees you 2 points, not 1 point. So Argentina, bronze medalists at the last edition of the World Games. That was in Birmingham, Alabama. And they were also silver medalists at the last World Championships. The last beach handball World Championships held also in China, in Fuzhou, over on the coast near Xiamen. So body contact is pretty closely watched by the referees. You'll notice there's 2 referees. They spend most of their time off the court at diagonal opposite ends of the court to give them the best view. So a free throw for Vietnam. And an easy put away. So Argentina, I mentioned the clean sweep. They didn't lose a set. These matches are all made up of 2 10-minute sets with a shootout if they need it after that. Argentina defeated Portugal 2-0, then Croatia 2-0, then the People's Republic of China 2-0. Vietnam lost to Denmark, they lost to Germany, both of those 0-2, and they lost to Spain 1-2. So 2 body blocks there, and again it's a fine line for the referees. If the body contact seems unintentional and players are merely bouncing off each other, it's no foul. But if someone charges or knocks down a player, that is a foul. 3 fouls, by the way, and you're out. Red card. So looking down the list of the Argentine players here, a lot of Spanish names, but also a lot of Italian names. Argentina, despite being historically Spanish, 65% of Argentines can trace their ancestry back to Italy. So we have a strong smattering of Italian names in here. No, couldn't get a grip. And this ball can be hard to grip. The more sand on this ball, beach handball balls are made of rubber. The indoor version is leather. And the rubber is great for gripping, but it can get a lot of sand on it. You'll often see the players either rubbing it with their hands like the keeper is now, or just banging it with their hand to try and get as much sand off it as they can. Also, the women's beach handball, the ball itself is slightly smaller than the men's. Scooting through there, that was Gallo. Florencia Gallo, one of Argentina's top scorers with 15 points so far, but not their #1 scorer. That honor goes to Florencia Gallo. She scored 48 so far over 3 days of competition. So as I mentioned, 8 matches today. There will be a 2-hour break though between the matches around about lunchtime, to be exact 12:30, for about 2 hours, and then play will resume. Argentina with a pretty comfortable lead here, but it's a free throw for Vietnam. Easy put away for Dam Thi. As Argentina now go into press mode, and it's a 4-on-3 maneuver. Any attacking side will be 4-on-3 because the keeper will always come up and join in the play. That was Bonomi. Back to Pham. That's Ha with the yellow top on for Vietnam. Ha again looking for a way through the middle. Back to Pham. Top-class flyer. Pham adding to her pretty healthy points total of 24 going into this match. Pham Thi Mai Hang. Great block by Vietnam, but it hasn't gone out. Argentina can continue this attacking move pretty speedily. Just wide by Corumberto. Corumberto, another top scorer for Argentina, with 30 at the start of this match. Referee there having a word to Nguyen Thi Tra Mai. And Corumberto still limping a bit. Yeah, she's going to stay on. So free throw for Argentina. Vietnam, though, look at that. They've bounced back. They're only trailing by 2, and we're just coming up to the halfway point of this first set. No. That's the appeal of this game. It is absolutely non-stop. And you may notice we don't have replays because it moves too fast. If you try and run a replay, you could possibly miss a goal up the other end. And beach handball, of course, knocking at the door of the Olympic Games, like all these other sports at the World Games. The World Games works very closely with the International Olympic Committee. All of these sports basically have the ambition of joining the Summer Olympics. Well, perhaps not a huge surprise to see the score so close here, because despite Argentina's clean sweep, Argentina scored 120 points leading up to this match, but Argentina, despite not winning a match, they scored 112, just 8 points less. So if Vietnam can just convert that to a set victory, preferably 2 sets, then they will find a place in the semi-finals. But they are really up against it here, against the very in-form Argentina. Ballas back to Suarez. Ballas again. Hello, it is. Now Ballas. So that goal was scored as 1 point because Ballas did not twist in the air when she fired off that shot. So 2 points are for doing a rotation in the air when you shoot, or the goalie scoring, or scoring from a free throw. Otherwise, it's just 1 point, particularly if you can shoot a standard goal from outside the 6-meter line with both feet on the ground. So the 2 points are for extra effort, basically. Pretty impressive fly there by Argentina. Vietnam are not letting go. So this match could be a lot closer than we expected. Beach handball has been around since the 1970s. It's not in the Summer Olympics. Although they would like to be, and they're pressing their case. The first European Championships were held in 2000, and the first medal event of beach handball was held at the World Games in 2009. Vietnam still pressing. This is Ha. A good effort by Pham, but an impressive save as well from Suarez. Back to Hallo. This is Ballas. Hallo. good example there of a change of speed, being able to wrong foot a keeper. But Argentina now, with just over a minute left to play, have a 6-point lead. Yeah, no foul there. Some contact, but all perfectly legal. Hello, Balas. No stopping that one from Fiorella Corimberto. She'll be celebrating her birthday in just a few days. No, too difficult. That pass was just too high for Damthi Than Huyt. Contact, free throw. All the information about beach handball repeatedly stipulates fair play and minimal contact. So the referees really do come down hard on it if they think there was any disadvantage caused to another player during an attack. Little alley-oop over the top there from Corimberto. Argentina's second top scorer. There goes the hooter for the first set, and celebrations there by Argentina winning the first set, because this is not a game of one score. Each set is scored separately. Argentina can breathe a sigh of relief here that they have taken out the first 18-10. Relatively low scoring though. Vietnam have done a good job to keep Argentina fairly restrained. So they have all the work to do in the second set. But it's Argentina with the advantage. And welcome back to Super Sunday at the Jinglong Lake Beach Arena for the quarterfinals of both the men's and women's beach handball. So a lot of matches to cram in. So we'll have 3 matches taking us up to around about lunchtime or 12:30 thereabouts, and then there'll be around about a 2-hour break and then the resumption of play with the last 5 matches. So 3 matches and then 5 matches. But you're watching Argentina against Vietnam. Argentina and Vietnam, basically the top place side from Group B against the bottom place side from Group A. If you've only just tuned in, Argentina, who opened the scoring here in the second set, remembering both sets are scored separately. Argentina here looking for a place in the semi-finals and looking fairly dominant over Vietnam, although Vietnam trying to keep pace with the score, and leading into this match, Vietnam really had not scored that fewer points than Argentina. 112 to 120. Even though Vietnam had lost all their 3 preliminary matches and Argentina had won all their 3. So Argentina on the court press again. Comumberto swapping around positions. She looks like she's going to go through the middle, but a good decoy there, and it's Bonomi. So if the score is tied at the end of any set, a golden goal is played, where play resumes almost immediately, and then the first side to score then takes out the set. And if it's 1 set all at the end of the second set, then you go into a shootout. Great ball block there by Argentina, and nothing untoward about it. Skortemalia getting an outstretched hand to deny Vietnam. So handball itself, a sport that was invented 107 years ago by the Germans, and they brought it into the Olympics in 1936 at the Berlin Games. It disappeared again. I'm talking about indoor handball. It appeared again at the 1952 Olympics in Helsinki, and then was made a permanent Olympic sport at the indoor level, 7-a-side that is, with a much bigger court in 1972. So these courts are 27 metres long and 12 metres wide, the 6-metre penalty area. Just to give you some idea of the indoor game, the difference, their courts are 40 metres by 20 metres. So a free throw there for Argentina, but they're really having to work for it. There's only 4 points on the board, and we've already had 2 minutes of play here. It's normally faster scoring than this. Hart trying to dive for it, but Vietnam have still come away with it. And a good change of pace there by Nguyen Thi Phung Linh. Comumberto moving it around back to Ballas in the green top. They'll have to shoot there, but too difficult. Oh, Argentina have managed to regain, but still. Have they picked up a free throw? Yes, they have. Unwarranted body contact by Vietnam. So, a card for Vietnam. It's a red card, and they are down a player now. Comumberto from the spot, and they've managed to keep it out. Good hands by Nguyen Thi Nhung. Handy piece of keeping there by Constanza Suarez, making herself large in the goal area. These goals are the same size as indoor handball, by the way. Smaller court, but same size goals, which makes for high scoring games. They're 3 metres by 2 metres. confirmation of the 2 points. Vietnam look to catch them quickly, but it's a slow-moving attack. Nguyen. But Nguyen in for Ha. And Vietnam fast running out of options here. Nguyen with the quick turn. Well taken. Nguyen Thi Phong Linh keeps Vietnam in touching distance. So Florencia Hallo, the number 15, hasn't been one of Argentina's top scorers, but when she gets in front of goal, things happen. This is Ha out for Nguyen. Nguyen again going for the deceptive ground ball, bouncing up, making it too tricky for Suarez. But keep an eye on the score. It's still 8-6. Argentina are really going to have to work for this. Good play by Nguyen Thi Tra Mai. Blocking that ball without coming into contact with her opponent and giving away a free throw. Nguyen, Ha. I haven't been attacking from the left very much, but that was a powerful finish by Pham Thi Mai Hang. So 8-all, and we're halfway through the second set. This would be a real stunner if Vietnam managed to come away with a set here and force a shootout. Pham. Ha. Nguyen. Good block. No. So the referee has awarded a free throw. There didn't seem to be any contact, but the referee seemed to think that was against the rules. So Dam Thi's effort is blocked by Constanza Suarez. And really at this stage, inside what's basically the last quarter of the match, or the last half of this set, the score's level at 8-all. You'd think, really, Vietnam have a chance. Ha Thi Han. Good intercept by Argentina, and they're going to try and convert this as quickly as they can. So they pick up the free throw. Florencia Hallo just coming into contact with, it was Pham Thi Mai Hang of Vietnam. You'll see them again trying to improve the grip on that rubber ball, getting as much sand off it as they can. No chance for Tran Hai Yen in goal for Vietnam. Vietnam and Argentina, just two of 116 countries taking part here at the World Games in 34 sports, 256 events in all, and a total of 4,000 athletes, or just under. So Argentina will restart play, and there's really no ability to run down the clock here. The clock stops for pretty much everything, and there are rules about getting the ball out of your own area as well. And we have seen teams called up on that once or twice already. The goalie has to get the ball out of the goal area within 3 seconds, and there's an invisible halfway line across the field or the court. Well, a little too much dribbling there by Vietnam. And it looks like Gamba is maybe a bit winded. Yep, the knees are up. She looks like she's winded. She says, looks like she's saying she got a pretty heavy slap on the back there. Juliana Gamba will actually come off for the time being and quickly replaced by Zoe Ternez. So inside the last 3 minutes of play here at the beach handball competition. It's quarterfinal day, Super Sunday if you like, and this is the first quarterfinal of the day in the women's draw, to be followed by men's game. All 4 men's quarterfinals, all 4 women's, all on the one afternoon. Argentina unable to convert that, and coming up now to the final 2 minutes, and look how close that is. Vietnam have done a superb job in not letting Argentina run away with this. So many differences between these two sides, yet so many similarities as well, as Argentina move it around fast, looking for a place in the middle and over the top. Well, THEM is now playing on the right-hand side. She's been out on the left generally. Argentina being told they can't grab the ball. Still a little bit of rain coming down here on this court. So coming up to the last minute of play now. This is THEM. THEM will have to shoot underneath the legs of Suarez, and it's 10-all. And this is where you might see a timeout or two being called by one of the sides. So free throw called in favor of Argentina.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's now send our applause to both the athletes on the photo play. 女士们、先生们，让我们一起用掌声，让双方运动员能感受。
Well, we've seen a lot of nations taking part here over the past 4 days in beach handball, but they're, apart from the regular Chinese crowd, which is always here to support their side, and they're just locals coming to watch anyway. With every time Argentina plays, there's a big contingent of Argentina fans with flags draped over the stands, and they're very, very vocal. So Argentina now leading 12-10. Could that goal be crucial? There's still plenty of time for Vietnam to level things up again. That was THEM, 2 points, 12-all. Needless to say, nobody likes a shootout. But Vietnam in this instant will certainly take it. That would be an absolute upset if Vietnam managed to get through to the semi-finals at the expense of Argentina. Argentina, though, now 14-12, and surely you'll see a timeout. Yes. So you'll see that green paddle stuck down in the sand there. At the back, the referee's just, one of the officials has just put it in the sand. It looks like Vietnam has called it. So each side gets to call a timeout just once in each half or each set. And you'll usually find them right near the very end of the set, and usually not in the first set, normally in the second. And 9 minutes 51 seconds, that has got to be the 5th or 6th time we've seen a side call out a timeout at that exact time. 9 seconds left. What can Vietnam do? Well, this has really been unexpectedly close. So the horn signifying that the timeout is over. This is Ha. Ha will shoot herself, and that's a cheeky one that has put Vietnam in front. And the two Swedish referees just trying to work out. There seemed to be a call from the sideline, possibly for a timeout. Well, look at that, 4 seconds left. It's unsure if, yes, it was Argentina that called the timeout. Unsure if Argentina will get the restart. Whoever has it, that'll be absolutely crucial. So, obviously a very tactical timeout called by Leticia Brunati, the Argentina coach. And it's got to be said, Argentina's shooting has not been as sharp in the second set as it was in the first. But they must get their targeting going again if they want to take out this match in a clean manner with 2 straight sets. But Vietnam really have played outside themselves. 4 seconds of regulation time to play. Here's the move from Argentina, and they are in. Well, they should now go into a golden goal, not a shootout. So it's level. It's not a Vietnamese win in the second set. Argentina won the first. It's now level, so it'll be golden goal. And it's normally a quick restart for this. Virtually starts straight away. So, golden goal. Whoever scores first wins this set. If Vietnam wins, then it will go into a shootout. Coramberto takes the ball over to get cleaned. Argentina sure know what sort of pressure they're under after winning their group. And now up against the wall, being really pressed by Vietnam. Crucially, Argentina have possession now, passing it around, using every player that they can. They'll probably end up going through the middle. And Vietnam, very happy. They've kept that one out. But the keeper got a hand to it, so it's an Argentina restart. They retain possession. So no goal, and you've got to say the last 5 minutes, Vietnam's shooting has been more proficient than Argentina's. 14 all. Still in the golden goal phase of this encounter. The first quarterfinal of Super Sunday. Argentina pressing up. Molina out wide there for Coramberto. Ballas staying in the middle, and Argentina get a goal. Is it allowed? It is. They're over the moon because Argentina can now breathe a huge sigh of relief after being really pressured by Vietnam. They've won the golden goal to take the second set, and it's a 2-0 scoreline in favor of Argentina in this quarterfinal. They're into the semis where they will play either Spain or Portugal. confirmation there of the score, and really all credit to Vietnam. They did it tough, they stuck it out, and they kept Argentina to relatively low scores. Argentina finishing with just 15 in that second set, winning with a golden goal, but that's all it took.
Ladies and gentlemen, despite the happy victory, we still see
7 assists to Argentina, just 2 to Vietnam, and the goal scoring, just like the goal scoring stats for both these sides leading into this quarterfinal, very even, an even score here as well. Really, the score, you've got to say, flattered Argentina here. But Argentina it is, through to the semi-finals.